So what are some of the big differences between the 2018 Mac Mini and the 2020 Mac Mini? Let's go. Anyways, I do again apologize about the filming setup here and things like that. So we're actually quarantined, and everyone I think in the world pretty much is right now. So haven't been able to get out and get a lot of equipment, and so I'm kind of making videos to kind of just try to make some creative videos on some of the new Apple products that are coming out. So today what I want to do is I want to just go through some of the differences between the 2018 Mac Mini and the new 2020 Mac Mini that you can actually get right now. So I'm going to go through those. The changes are very, very small actually, so it's going to be a quick video. I want to go ahead and show you basically what are the changes between the two, and really what are they going to be doing. What do we think they're going to be discounting on the old ones, and do you think you should really upgrade to the newest 2020 or go with the old one, because there's going to be some cost differences coming, and I'll show you in a second what they are on my screen here. Kind of go through what what I think the older 2018s might drop to. So should you wait or should you not wait, and then just show you overall what I think of what I think did they make a good update on the new Apple Mac Mini. As we know, probably not, because they didn't really change a lot. So, and we'll get into that and show everyone about that. So anyways, let's go ahead. It's going to be a short video again, and bear with me. These are kind of crazy times, so I'm kind of making do with the videos that I'm making. But I'm just trying to help people out that have no idea that the 2020 Mac Mini came out even, and give you some good information on that. Alright, so the 2020 Mac Mini just came out, and there's not a lot of changes, and I'm going to go through them here in a second, so bear with me. So let's go ahead and dive into the specs and see what changed. If you scroll down here, the one surprising thing is almost nothing. So you're going to obviously get a little bit upgrade on something, and what do they choose this year? It's going to be the storage. So if you look at this, the starting price is going to stay at $799, which is right here, and that's going to be this for the i3 model, and I'll go through and show you here from Apple's website in a second. But what they really did is they bumped up the solid state capacity to 256 gigabytes, up from 128 for the same cost. So now you're going to be getting 256 gigs of storage in the system for $799, and that's the starting price, where in the 2018 model it was only 128. But realistically, even the in the step-up model, you'll get 512 SSD for $1,099. So again, you're going to be getting like basically double the amount of space for the same starting price for the step-up model, which I'll get into here in a second. But really beyond that, there's not much that's changed, and it's kind of concerning. They really did that. That's about it. I mean, if you look at it, it's still got the 8th gen Intel processors, so it didn't upgrade to the 10th gen, which is kind of surprising to me why they would go with an older 8th gen. So it's really going to be just the hard drives on this upgrade. Obviously if you're looking at the price difference and things regarding that, it might be worth it, because you're getting something for nothing. I mean, but versus going with the 2018 model. But the way they're going to discount the 2018 models, maybe you may want to wait a little while to see what they do on those. So in any case, this still comes with the integrated graphics, same graphics card, and it can up to 64 gigs of RAM on this one. The RAM is 2666 megahertz DDR4 memory. It's got the same 4 Thunderbolt 3 ports, same ports of as it had before, and it capable of 10 gig Ethernet as well. So anyways, not a lot of changes there. This article in particular says for comparison's sake, for $750 you can get an i5, 16 gigs of RAM, and a 1 terabyte SATA it's a SATA hard drive, not an SSD. I'm sorry. And that's $750 at Dell. So you got to compare what you're getting. You're not getting the Mac OS though. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. So what does it do with the 2018 now? Are you going to get any deals on that? Well, if we look here already, B&H Photo, they didn't really drop it much. I mean, they have the 2018 model with 128 gigs for $679 right now. That's off supposedly the $799. But you can, so I guess it is something. I mean, you can have, that's about $120 off the newer model. So right off the bat, that's just for the difference in the hard drive. If you look down here too, the 256 gig Mac Mini, they have that discounted to $849, and that's with the i5, the 6-core i5. So if you want to compare the older versions now to the newer versions, you can look right here. So you get a 6-core Intel i5 versus a 4-core i3 in the 2020. And you're paying $849 for the 2018 and $799 for the 2020. And so what's the difference? You're going to get the upgraded CPU to 6 cores, and you'll have the same amount of storage. So it's really close. $50. You might want to go with the 2018 if that makes any sense, because you're going to be getting that upgraded chip, and you'll have the same amount of storage, and you'll be paying $50 more only. And that's on B&H right now. So think it through, but the 2018s look pretty attractive now because of that reason. And finally, let's just go ahead, and I'm going to be putting up a lot of this stuff on Amazon. Just like I said, I'll put a link to the newer one and to the older one as well, just so you guys have options to buy those. But here's the Apple's website really quickly, and if we go into buy here, this is the new Mac Mini. You can take a look here. You got the two choices. You got the 3.6 quad core, which is the i3 version, 8th generation, 8 gigs of RAM. It's $799, like I said. If you click on this, you can basically go in here and upgrade to the i7, which is going to be 6 core for $300 additional. And then the RAM is about $200 to go from 8 gigs to 16 gigs. So it's kind of a pretty steep jump just for that amount of RAM, but that's the way Apple does it. If you go with the step up over here, this is going to come with the, this comes with the 8th gen Intel 6-core i5. That's $1,099. And like I had mentioned just earlier, you can pretty much get this exact system more or less with a little bit less storage, half the storage, but for $849 if you go with the 2018 model from B&H. So right now, obviously, this is going to be, I don't know if this is the best deal, but if you do want the newest and best, I guess, because you want the added space, that's about all you're getting. You get 512 here. It's $1,099, and then you can step up only for $200 here to the i7 6-core right there, and it'll add $200 to it. And then obviously the RAM is going to stay the same as well, so $200 upgrade to 16 gigs. So it's up to you. Again, I would maybe look at the 2018 model just because there's some good discounts on those right now, but I'm sure they're going to be coming out with even better discounts maybe in the future, I don't know. But if you want the newest and greatest because you want that extra space, go with the 2020. And if you want the better CPU for around the same cost, maybe 50 or 80 bucks more or whatever it's going to come out to, just buy the 2018. And that's about all there is. That's the only differences right now with the 2020 Mac Minis. So anyways, I hope it does help people. And again, I make videos on a whole bunch of topics, including finance, travel, which right now I'm not making a lot of videos on those. But I do make it on technology, both a lot of Apple, mostly Apple, and then a lot of PC stuff like that as well. And I do products all over the place, like mice and mouse pads and microphones and you name it. So anyway, subscribe to my channel. It's going to help me out. And I make a couple of videos a week. So I'll talk to you next week. Bye.